Or here on the show, it's hard to believe, isn't it, that we're coming up to an anniversary after losing such a wonderful monarch of 70 years, Queen Elizabeth II. I know we often say this, and I think it is the thing about not necessarily getting older, but I think there's a lot of time eaten by that. If you think about it, say your mum and dad or your grandparents, they didn't have the distractions that we have today. You don't have all the things that you have to remember. Credit cards, store cards. Have you got your watch, your keys, your fob? Can you remember that code when you get to the supermarket? Everything preys on your mind and eats into your time. But sadly, yes, we are coming up to the anniversary of the late monarch's passing. Now, it's interesting to note that, as we've already been told, King Charles and Queen Camilla will be marking this very quietly and privately. And I think this is the right thing to do. Of course, naturally, we will see the Prince and Princess of Wales making at least a public appearance to mark that particular special occasion. It's difficult to think, isn't it? Because, as I say, here in the United Kingdom, and I'm sure across the Commonwealth and really the rest of the world, Queen Elizabeth still reigns very prominently. Wherever you turn, you see her image on banknotes and stamps, and then, of course, pictures still in foyers of theatres, if you're lucky, and places like that. It's just kind of strange, isn't it? She's still here, but sadly not. What's interesting to note is this, that as we now know, Harry and Meghan were, shall we say, not invited to Balmoral because of their stipulations. And the bottom line, really, when you think about it, is it's the right move. Why offend, why upset, and make it difficult for others who are there enjoying a break from their busy royal life? And whatever people think, it is a busy royal life, trust me, when you see their diaries up close. But that is not going to stop Harry and Meghan. As ever, let me explain. You see, Prince Harry is very, very difficult to deal with. Whatever people think, he has a fiery temper, definitely wants his own way, and more importantly, will not be pushed around. Not now, he believes, now he's free of the shackles of the British monarchy. And according to a well-placed source, he believes that both he and Meghan should offer their own private, I love this, but public statement regarding and honouring the Queen's passing. Now, when you think about it, they were accidentally over here at that time because they were doing their Invictus tour. If you recall, they'd gone to Germany and been to Manchester, and then the sad news occurred. So one would suggest whether Meghan would have actually responded or indeed returned back here to the United Kingdom had she simply been based in California. She couldn't be fagged for the coronation. But according to that good source and the well-placed PR team that are now around her, they feel that publicly they should mark this and are looking at ways to make it sensitively and without intruding on personal privacy. I love all of the words that they use, don't you? But either way, if other senior members of the British monarchy feel that Harry and Meghan will let this go without some kind of reference to it, I think they're really mistaken, because Harry, as we saw before on Remembrance Sunday, along with Meghan, made that very public but allegedly private visit. And Harry feels very strongly about, of course, his grandmother, someone he said helped shape his life and give him the courage and confidence to move forward in the best way that he felt how. Strange. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.